going on?
Hey,
Shoot, just waiting on Victor here.
join the podcast that Chris, aka Pumbaa, sent. Okay, he should be joining soon.
Cool.
I don't think he understands that even though the podcast was originally my idea, that there we go. Now we're on the appropriate podcast. Go ahead, Chris, this is your podcast. You can go ahead and take it from here.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the podcast. Big guy Caleb and Victor here.
Hey.
So I got a few ground rules.
Oh, go ahead.
All right.
Okay, my first rule is no talking while someone else is talking.
Well, that's always been a rule. It's just the lag can sometimes happen and we wind up accidentally talking over to each other.
Never follow that rule. You always interrupt me when we're having an argument.
Yeah, but that's when we're talking. But this is for an audience. No one likes that as an audience. Also, it can sometimes fall out of sync. I was listening to one of the podcasts with me and Chris, and noticed it fell out of sync. No, I'm saying it falls out of sync sometimes.
Right now. Excuses.
You also broke up, and I didn't hear what you were saying. So, to be fair, like I said, there's some lag, and there's some stuff that falls out of sync.
All right. Well, that's my first rule. All right,
that's fair.
All right. My second rule is that there are no rules besides that one rule.
Whatever.
All right. As long as we be respectful, but not too respectful. You know?
Not too
Yeah,
respectful.
there was.
Okay.
Yeah, like where we're in a standoff, telling the other person to go. Actually happened in the previous podcast.
And there'll be no cursing.
I can't promise that.
Honestly, you can fucking say whatever you want. Honestly.
What's up with that? That's nice.
Hey, see, this is perfect. Like, our podcast is gonna be perfect. This could be our first episode right now. This could be episode 1.
But there's already previous episodes. Unless you want to start your own podcast where...
I like how you didn't include me.
Yeah, Caleb just left.
Well, anyways, he's gone. So, how you like my rules?
Shoot, it's pretty damn good.
I would like to start from scratch though, like with just 3 of us, like make us starting like a episode 1 and episode 2 with just the 3 of us. Like we have our own like thing we talk about, and then me and you could have our own here and there, and then me and Caleb could have our own. But I want to be like a first episode, second episode kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Make it consistent.
Hell yeah.
And how much time do you want these podcasts to be? Like honestly, like what is the maximum time?
There really is no maximum time. Let's see. Like typically, like it doesn't allow me to record more than an hour at a time. But when I'm talking with other people, it allows me to talk for as long as I want. But again, like there is no time limit to these podcasts.
All right. I kind of like this. I feel like I'm in a talk show or some shit.
I mean, it's kind of like what it is what it is.
It is a talk show, except there is no like, I don't know. I like this. You ever think about it? Like, you could do this as a career, bro. Like, honestly, like talking on the radio, nobody knows who you are, but you're just talking, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, like when you're listening to radio, they have like little commercials. They're all like talking about certain things and certain topics and shit like that. Like, I like that.
Hell yeah.
But like I said, as long as you follow that one rule, I'm happy.
Shoot. Yeah, I mean, we try to follow the rules as much as possible because a lot of times, like, I'll be saying something, then the freaking thing goes out of sync, and then one guy thinks I'm finished, and then, it's all messy from there.
All right, fair enough. Damn, is this like for real? Is this like the real podcast, or just like
Oh yeah, this
a
is the real
recorder.
thing.
Dude, this is pretty awesome. Like, yo,
Shoot, like the one thing we've been trying to do for like over a year now, and finally, it's come to life.
exactly. So, what would you like to talk about today?
Really just about anything. Shoot, like we could just have like a normal conversation and just have that be the podcast.
All right. So, what's on your mind?
Let's see. Well, I just received a freaking letter. Well, no, it's not a letter. It's somebody forwarded a message this morning. When I woke up, it said something about how pretty soon the Coast Guard is going to be deployed, and there's going to be a mandatory 2-week stay-at-home order. And so where like if anyone's caught outside and all that, you're basically gonna get shot, and it ain't gonna be pretty. Now they're doing this to like prevent looters and rioters, but like damn, but that means like for 2 weeks, all businesses closed, so I can't even go to work. Nobody can go outside, and it's gonna suck because I don't want to be inside all freaking day for 2 weeks straight.
Bro, I feel you, dude. And honestly, this might sound terrible, but I wish I was a Coast Guard right now, dude. Like, they're gonna have their fun, bro. Honestly.
What is wrong with this? Okay, whatever.
They're gonna have their fun killing innocent brown kids like me.
I'm so out of God. What is going on? I missed so much.
The Coast Guard is coming, and there's gonna be a 2-week mandatory shutdown on everything. Businesses, everyone stays inside, everything.
And Illy or
So, Chris, I got a joke to add on to that.
What?
So you know what they say about the Navy, right?
Yeah.
And you know that the Coast Guard's part of the Navy, right?
It is.
Yeah.
And you said that they're coming.
Oh no.
Like, what are they gonna shoot? Come out their penises and shoot at us? Like,
Come on. Oh no.
See, this is a wonderful podcast already. Like,
I totally
not even
That's our guide.
like not even 10 minutes in, we're already talking about sex-related stuff. That's great.
Totally missed everything. I'm sure there was more that I missed because that was way too short of a rundown. But yeah, apparently I can't explore this app without exiting out of it. So that's kind of lame. I've done it once before, so I don't know why I'm having issues with it now. And apparently I can still access a link while it's still recording, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're supposed to be with us, bro. Why are you trying to explore the app? You're supposed to be talking to us.
I was trying
have a conversation here.
to remember what you were saying earlier, and
you just interrupted me.
I didn't interrupt you. You asked a question, I answered it.
But I was continuing talking, and you just talked in the middle of me, in the middle of my sentence.
You literally ended it. You said, "And why?" Okay, go ahead. What are you gonna say?
Now I forgot what I said because you interrupted me. That's the whole.
Sure. You said, "Why are you?"
Honestly,
while we're recording, and then what more were you gonna say? It didn't sound like you were gonna say much more.
Okay, so I remember what I was gonna say. So shut up. Okay, I'm about to say it. All right, so technically, like, this is supposed to be a podcast. Like, the three of us are supposed to be talking. Why the fuck are you recording? I mean, why the fuck are you exploring the app? Like, this is like our time to bond. This is our time to make love to each other.
Wait, what?
Voice.
What?
Not in
first
that
off,
way.
that wasn't much That wasn't much different than what you said last time. You just added a little more flavor and a few more jokes. But to answer the question,
You better
is because
apologize.
you started. No, I'm going to explain first, and you're not going to interrupt. But I was looking at it because I was thinking that you said that your podcast was the uncensored podcast, but you clearly say Victor Alfredo and or no, Alberto. What am I saying?
It's Alberto.
I was way off. So you should change that to uncensored podcast because that's your podcast now.
I didn't know that, dude. I just got this app like today, just now. So it's like, I haven't even got the chance to explore it. Like, I just kind of clicked the link and here we are.
You sent me a message giving me your intro, which I guess you're grading me on you're giving me a grade on your intro, and it's a pretty good intro. You just have to make that brand. I'll even make a logo for you if you'd like.
See, this would be a perfect talk show for us. Like, I feel like the fact that I made a pretty good intro. See, it's great because nobody's looking at you. Like, you really don't have an audience. You just talk what's on your mind and just let it go.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. You still there? Oh, thank God. I thought I exited.
Like,
yeah.
We could vent all day.
That's kind of the point of this podcast. Originally, I was going to control it, but since it's under Chris's control, I just could have been like, yeah, whatever. And then soon Preston's going to join, and then it will be basically exactly what I originally wanted anyways.
No more Leslie.
I actually
he can't
believe
go.
you. Yeah, believe it or not, Chris, Victor was my original choice, but he didn't want to join Discord at the time. But this works way better than Discord, and yeah, so we'll just stick with this. It was funny because I was going to use Anchor anyways, but I was going to use Anchor for just distributing it, not for recording.
Oh, got some sick guitar riffs going on.
Mm-hmm. So, like, since no one's talking, does that mean I get to talk, or like, is the guitar talking so I can't talk over the guitar? Is that how this works?
Hey, so what do you think about it? How do you like my little riffs here? Honestly,
it sounds very acoustic.
It should be your podcast intro.
Yeah, no joke.
Yo, we should definitely make our own show, bro. Like, this is fucking great.
We should make our own. Oh, you mean like a collaborative show where we always get on together?
Yeah, and we just talk.
Well, that's kind of what... Oh, go ahead.
And then maybe we'll have some visitors like Leslie or Preston or some...
Yeah,
or Eric.
we were planning that. That was exactly what we were planning. We were going to have actual topics to talk about, but it was going to be like... no, we were just discuss them, and then when we were done, we would move on to the next thing.
I feel like we don't need topics. We just get on podcasts, we just talk. What's on our mind?
Well, then, in that case, we might as well stick to Chris's podcast because it's basically his podcast anyways.
Yeah, because me and Chris were having a really good conversation this morning, or earlier, like a long time ago. Like, well, for me, it's this morning. For him, it's last night. But it was a pretty good conversation.
Yeah, wait,
and, like,
it's
like,
morning over there? I thought it was night over there. Like late night.
Yeah.
It's 2:08 a.m. So, yeah.
Okay.
But we had such a good conversation, and we're like, dude, this should have became our podcast. Like it was so crazy, and so now I'm just kind of into it.
Dude, I've thought of that so many times. Preston definitely seemed interested. I'm kind of wondering what he'll think when Chris is taking control and like just letting it flow. Because like, dude, I gave it structure and he still wasn't satisfied. I was like, dude, it already has plenty of structure. No, I want this and that. I'm like, okay.
I mean, I think I think I put in some laughs in here. Like, I think if people listen to me talk, I feel like I'd make some people laugh. I mean, I'm like the comedian of the group.
Yeah. No, I was just going to pick out a few topics so we could stretch it for as long as we possibly can, because I kind of want a 2-hour podcast between the four of us, because I've seen that's a pretty consistent trend. You get like 4 or 5 people and then you talk for about 2 hours.
So I feel like okay, I think my app's kind of fucking up because like some of y'all voices will go in high volume, they'll go in low volume, they'll break. So
that's my mic. I'm sorry.
Okay, well you better fix it.
It can also be unstable sometimes, which is what I was trying to tell you. It can be unstable.
That leads to my second rule. Well, my third rule. No unstable talks.
We can't help that it's unstable. That's why I actually preferred Anchor, because I know it was far more stable than Discord. Even though Discord isn't that bad, but when you add in the bot, it just like drops the quality by like a lot.
Okay. Fair enough. So, I made some pasta with tuna earlier. It was pretty good.
Ooh.
It
was my first time.
I thought you were going to continue that.
It was like...
Oh, no.
It was my first time making like tuna and pasta like by myself, and it came out pretty good. There's only one bad thing about it though.
We got food poisoning.
It's made me constipated. So like
Constipated?
yes.
Of course.
So like I tried to take a shit like before I made this account, and bro, like there's just this little piece of shit that's hanging out my butthole, and it's like I'm like just trying to shit it out, bro. Like fuck. And it got to the point where like
Oh my god.
and it got to the point where I just couldn't just get it out, so I had to take some toilet paper and just fucking scoop that shit out because it's just stuck in there.
Oh no.
So let me get this straight. You had to give yourself there's a name for it, but it's basically where you have to pull the chunks out that are clogging your digestive system.
Pretty much.
And they dig way deep in there.
Oh, did you get an enema?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Okay.
I bet that made you guys laugh.
Not so much as I would have liked.
Like, I'm telling you, I'm like the comedian of this podcast.
I believe we're all comedians in some way.
We're all comedians in the circle of life.
So
What?
today,
So we're going to start eating each other or something?
Here, hear me out here. Hear me out here. And you know how the military is. You know, some things make sense, some things don't. Like, if it makes sense, don't do it kind of mentality. Like
I think some of us do, but not all of us do. Or I should say none of us do, but we kind of understand.
I'm talking to you, especially Caleb. Like, to you.
Okay. Yeah. I get that part. I don't get everything, but I get that part.
So there's this gate. It's only open for 2 hours out of the day, but it doesn't open till later.
What?
Hear me out. I know.
Keep going.
So like, I don't start work till like 12:30, but we don't have guard mount until 1300. So we're here waiting until like 4 o'clock in this room doing nothing until the gate opens. We're just on standby. And then we post out at the gate for 2 hours. And so like the gate's only open for 2 hours of the day. It's open from 4 to 6. And so like we're out there and it's like no cars are coming in. Like nobody's coming in. So it's kind of like we're just sitting around doing nothing. You might as well just keep the gate closed, honestly. Like only about 5 cars just came in. And I'm like, dude, why do we even have this gate open? Like,
maybe it's high valued cars and they don't want people knowing they're going in there, so they rarely open it so no one thinks about it.
Definitely not. Like, it's literally the people who come in are just like A1Cs and maybe one officer.
Okay, now I'm totally agreeing with you. That makes absolutely no sense. They should just get rid of it. Like, board it up, like, do something, and then just move on, because there's no point in that.
You're going to make more trouble spreading the virus that way than you are just preventing it. I mean, just make people drive the Golf 9. Why make extra bodies work, honestly? For no reason.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb. I don't understand. There are some things that people are putting in place that don't make sense. That also brings me to a next thing I wanted to talk about, which is something I really, really want to rant about, and that's freaking gloves. It drives me... Okay, I saw this. Oh, it drove me nuts. Okay, so I see these people with gloves, and I wonder how many of these people actually know how to use gloves, properly. And as soon as I say that, well, not really just to say that, I exit the store, and I look behind me, and there's a guy with gloves on. And the person in the front of the store is handing him Germex, and he throws up his hands and throws up some jazz hands like he's doing some kind of jazz routine. And then the freaking guy in front of the store just nods his head and steps to the side as the guy enters the store. That drove me nuts, because I know what he did. He put his gloves on, he touched his door handle because he had to close it, probably didn't clean it, and then he's not going to get any Germex on his freaking gloves, and he's going to touch a bunch of stuff. No, first off, it doesn't infect your skin, and secondly, your gloves are just as hygienic as your hands if you're washing them. I don't know, it rubs me the wrong way when I see that, ugh.
Bro, I agree.
I don't even know how long he's been wearing it.
I agree with you the whole gloves part, because people here, we're required to wear gloves, and it's yo, people touch their faces with these gloves on.
I know. Like, the reason they use them in restaurants is, well, for multiple reasons. First off, the oils on your hands. And second of all, because if you do contaminate the gloves, it's a quick switch. You don't have to, like, go through the process of wasting soap and the time to wash your hands. It's just a real quick thing. That's the purpose of gloves in, like, restaurants. But it doesn't make sense on a regular daily basis.
Yeah, those are just restaurant gloves. I'm talking about latex gloves. Like...
Yeah, no, people use latex gloves in restaurants as well. I'm just using as an example. Another example I could use...
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was going to say something real quick. So I thought,
okay, go ahead.
I thought the gloves that they use were like the trash bag kinds, like, you know, that looks like little mini trash bag gloves.
Yes,
you know
but no, like, yeah. They do sometimes wear those, but they also wear the latex ones. It just depends on the job, really. I'm still talking about the latex gloves, but like I'm saying, it makes sense to use gloves in that environment. It also makes sense to use the gloves when you're a doctor and you don't want to contaminate the inside of your patient with your oils and everything else.
Exactly.
That makes sense. And it also makes sense because you don't want, sometimes they have blood that can seep into your pores and cause you illnesses. This doesn't really contract that way. It contracts through liquids. Anyways, the point is people are just doing it and it's driving me nuts because it's just like, it's actually worse in a way because they're not thinking about it as much. And so they're just pretending like it's some kind of shield that prevents them from getting sick. And it's not. It's like, it's so bad because people respect the fact they wear gloves. And so they just spread germs even more because people aren't making them put Germ-X on or forcing them to switch their gloves out. Like, I bet you some of those people are just using an excuse not to wash their hands. So they're just like, oh, I'll just wear gloves as a replacement. So I don't have to spend as much on, like, you know, germs or soap and all that, which freaking makes it worse because they're just wearing the same gloves for like a week or two. I don't know. I don't know if they're doing that or not, but it very much seems like they are because, like, refusing Germ-X on your gloves, I think, is just, like, the dumbest thing. Like, okay, you get a little Germ-X on your gloves. Like, chill out, bro. It's, like, on your gloves.
All right. That leads me to rule number 4.
Oh, gosh. What happened to 3? You skipped 3.
Okay, rule number 3, then. Wait, no. I said rule number 3. Rule number 3 was, I forgot.
Oh yeah, no unstable talk, and I said we did not agree to that.
yes.
Mom, where's my mic? Oh, yeah, there's my mic. I said we can't do that because that's out of our control.
It's still a rule. All right, I don't care.
I'm not God. It's not a rule, so I'm not obeying it. Shut up. You can keep your dang rule.
All right, fine. It's a rule. Anyways, I don't care. So that leaves me rule number 4. Hear me out. No repeating statements of what you're talking about. Because, Caleb, I heard you repeat the same statement like 5 times.
What statement was that? That I hate gloves? Of course I'm going to say that. I'm talking about a rant about how I hate gloves.
But you said I hate gloves like 5 times.
Yeah, but if you listen to any Chris's podcast, he'll rant and he'll say the same thing every day. It's just part of having a rant. You're going to say the thing you're talking about multiple times. It's part of it.
Your voice is unstable. I can't understand what you're talking. I can't even understand what you're saying.
I was mumbling. That's not unstable. That was just me mumbling, okay?
Well, take some speech lessons.
All right, I'm holding the mic a little further away from my mouth. Now, as I was...
Okay, pause. Chris, what's so funny? You're just...
You're like, take some speech lessons for your microphone.
Now listen here, Mike. You're gonna comprehend what I'm saying so everyone else can understand you. Do you got that? Okay, I give my mic a pep talk. We should be good now.
Okay, I don't need your smart ass either, you know.
Where was I? Oh yeah, when you're ranting about a topic, though, you say the same topic over and over again. It's just part of it. It's like any topic you had, you're gonna say that thing over and over again.
You're doing it again.
Get over it.
Over and over again. You're gonna do that topic over and over.
Yeah, because I'm talking about repeating things over and over again. It's a perfect example. I'm gonna say irony. Over and over again, just like you just did it.
You're doing exactly what I told you not to.
You just said irony 3 times.
That's different.
How's that different? That's not different. You're just proving my point.
I'm not proving your point. I'm telling you, it's you breaking the law. Well, breaking the rule.
Breaking the law.
You just said rules so many times. You need to stop talking about rules. Jeez.
Okay, that leads me to rule number 5.
Oh God. I'm more sick of these rules. What happened to no rules except for this one rule?
Rule number 5.
The title's gonna be rules.
Rule number 5: if you break the rules, you have to repeat rules 5 times.
Why did we add him? I knew adding some guy from the military was gonna make it all like freaking strict and rule oriented. Jeez, this is why we don't invite these type of people on here.
Hey, real talk though. Real talk. Okay. It is making you laugh though. Like honestly, like you know
man,
me.
This is good. I like this.
Like, you know me, I don't take shit seriously. I just fucking talk shit and just laugh about it, you know? Have some humor.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, these rules...
That's how it should be.
I mean, these rules are meant to be broken. Like, honestly.
Oh.
To an extent.
I don't know if I totally agree with that, but
to a certain extent. It depends what you do, but some rules are just meant to be broken. You know?
Okay,
Rule number 6.
Good.
Break all the rules.
What was that?
Rule number 6. Break all the rules.
Okay, Chris, let me stop you right there. You don't make the rules, I make the rules. That's rule number 6. No one makes the rules except for me.
This isn't even your podcast. It's Pumbaa's.
Well, Pumbaa will abide by my rules. I don't care. I'm taking over.
He won't be on the show yet, actually.
Huh?
He will be.
Was it?
Pumbaa hasn't actually appeared on the show yet, but he will pretty soon.
Okay, let's
No,
not.
it's just your account name is Pumbaa, so I called you by Pumbaa.
Okay, just call him by Chris, Caleb. Like, why you gotta reveal his identity like that? People are gonna listen to it and be like, Pumbaa's the real Chris.
Well, actually, you're at fault because I just said Pumbaa because his account name is Pumbaa, and people can read that his name is Pumbaa. So by saying Chris, we now know that Chris is Pumbaa.
Yes.
Actually, there's a bit of a story going on here, though. Because I actually used the name Austin, so whenever I introduce myself to everybody, and I say that Pumbaa is my brother, and he's the one who actually owns this station. And pretty soon, I'm gonna interview him. I'm not gonna interview him this week because I'm waiting for my grandma's staying with us, and I don't want to do my freaking loud Pumbaa voice, and then like she wakes up, and I'm like, oh, sorry.
Penis.
By the way, just asking, is Asiago like something from like Grand Theft Auto or something? It sounds familiar.
Vagina.
It's the Italian word for cheese, and that's what they call me at work.
Okay.
It's Formando,
that
not
makes sense.
Asiago.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, we got some Dead Space. Someone talk.
Well, speaking of Dead Space, I have never played that game. Games used to be so obsessed with that game in the day because he had like a crush on one of the girls in the game. Although looking back now, she's not.
What was that? No unstable talk. We just talked about this. All right.
The guitar is talking right now.
Hey, yes, guitar. Yes. Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
Can you play Black Magic Woman by Carlos Santana?
That's a kind of an obscure song.
Obscure?
I like how every time you say it just cuts off. I mean, I don't normally hear that on the radio.
You're my love.
You don't listen to
You are my heart. I'd die for you.
only
Chris, okay, first of all, you guys just broke my rule. I'm here trying to serenade you guys.
I didn't interrupt you. I added to the atmosphere. You gotta respect that.
Well, adding to the atmosphere kind of fucked it up because I had such a beautiful thing going. You just turned into this horrible sounding beat.
Well, to be fair, it didn't really sound good on this side. It kind of sounded broken and choppy, but I guess you were breaking the unstable rule. Okay.
You're right. I mean, you're not wrong.
All right,
You're right.
we gotta take you to podcast jail now.
Okay, does that mean I can fart through the
Podcast
mic?
prison.
Podcast prison?
I don't know. Probably. Yeah.
Should I like?
Later down the road, I'll ask for Chris to add some like bar closing noise sound effect. But for now, I'm just gonna make the mouth sound effect. Ding! Oh dang! I just closed the door now. Oh whoa! Why did you throw up on me, Chris? What the heck? Anyways, you're in the jail now, and you have to wait 15 minutes before getting out. Okay, it's just gonna be me and Chris talking now. I'm sorry,
Absolutely
Victor,
not.
but
That's
oh
injustice.
no,
right
yeah.
there.
Then now,
injustice.
yep, you've been charged by the judge of juries, and now,
So,
you're in there now.
I gotta ask you something.
What?
You're not in charge of this chat. Pumbaa is. So Pumbaa gets to decide.
No, he's Asiago. Pumbaa's not here right now. Asiago, what do you think? You are judge, jury,
Pumbaa's
execution.
recording The Lion King 2.
Oh. Wait,
Answer the
didn't he?
question.
Oh, wait. Yeah, answer the question.
Yo, we should play like 20 questions right now.
20 questions right now.
All right. Who's going to be asking the questions and who's going to be answering them?
We'll start with you, Caleb.
All right.
You ask the first question.
All right.
You can ask any of us, and we'll just take turns.
No. I want to do the. Do you know Alchem, or what is it? The genie guy who like tries to guess your character and all that.
I don't want to do that.
No. We're gonna do that. I want to do that. Listen. Y'all are gonna pick a character. No. Y'all are gonna pick a character.
If I don't want to pick a character,
And too bad. And then I'm gonna ask what your character has, and then I'm gonna try and guess that character.
all right, fair enough. I already thought of my character.
All right. This is my first question. Is your character gay?
No.
Yeah.
Is it a guy?
Yes.
No.
Is it black?
No.
Hell yeah.
Is it human?
Yes.
Maybe. It depends. On Tuesdays it is.
Wait, what? Oh, I forgot I was playing with both of y'all. My bad. On Tuesdays? I'm so confused.
This is why we can't play the character game.
No. I'll just focus on Victor for now. Pumbaa could join if he wants to guess. You can guess.
Okay.
Anyways, where was I?
Right
Oh,
there.
is he white?
He has no race.
No.
He wait, he has no right. Is he an alien?
No.
He
Okay,
has
he's
no
mixed.
race.
He's mixed. Okay.
Oh, he's mixed. He's mixed. Okay.
Okay, let me stop you guys. Pumbaa, and you should let Pumbaa ask the question, and then you ask the question.
Okay,
I'll
go.
take turns.
All right, Pumbaa, you ask a question.
All right. Does your character have wings?
No. But he loves to eat them.
Wait, what kind of wings?
Has your character ever been molested?
Like chicken wings, bro.
What? Has your character ever gone to prison?
Shut up.
Maybe.
Is your
All right,
character
answer the
real?
He is real, actually.
Hell yeah. Hold on, someone's knocking on my door.
Has he ever done a TGI Fridays commercial?
Never been on TV before.
Eats wings. What kind of wings?
Chicken wings.
No. Lemon pepper wings. Like lemon pepper chicken wings.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
those
what
are
Chris
pretty
said.
good too.
Or lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper. Go for some of those, aren't
Is he part black, part Mexican?
He's part Mexican.
Oh. Part white.
No.
Part Asian?
Yes, technically yes, but technically no. I don't know.
Asian Larry.
He could
Part Hawaiian.
be. He could be.
Part Hawaiian?
He could be.
He could be
Yes.
part everything.
Yes. He could be part everything.
Oh, he could. Okay, yeah. Well, all right.
Let's ask
but
a
mostly
question.
Mexican. Mostly Mexican, right?
Yes.
Okay.
From what he knows.
Eats lemon pepper wings. Very oddly specific. Is mostly Mexican, but probably mixed with everything. Does he do? Does he do rap?
What?
He tries, but he fails.
Oh, wait a minute. This sounds like an inside thing. This is someone I should know.
Pumbaa, ask a question. Caleb's
Let's see. Is your character musically talented?
Negative.
Is your character musically challenged?
Musically challenged.
He's musically retarded.
Musically
Okay,
retarded.
that's good. No, is your character in the group chat, the messenger one?
No.
Okay. Pumbaa, it's your turn.
Okay. Does your character watch anime?
He doesn't even know what anime is.
Okay. Is your character famous?
Nope. He doesn't even know what the word famous means.
Wait, what?
Chris, ask your question.
Does your character have blue hair?
No, he has red hair.
Well, you didn't have to tell us that, but thanks. Okay,
Is
now
your
I'm just...
character Ronald McDonald?
No.
Oh, snap. Oh, no, that seemed accurate.
No.
Dang. You said he's real, right?
I take that back. He's not real.
Why did you tell me he wasn't real?
Rule number 7, no lying.
This is why. This is why.
Okay, fine. Y'all caught me. Okay, that leads to rule number
Chucky.
7. That leads to rule number 7. No lying.
All right.
That's because of me. Let's start all over. Let me think of another character you guys get.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, hold up. Give me a moment. I gotta think about one.
All right, go ahead.
All right, I got one.
All right. Is it gay?
To be honest, I don't even know what gender he is, or he or she is.
Mike. It's a trap, probably. Go ahead, Pumbaa.
Let's see. Does your character come from a movie?
It comes from a show.
Is it anime?
It's not anime.
Well,
Okay. Let's see. Is it a kid show?
It is a kid show.
live action or animated?
It's a cartoon.
Disney.
No.
Damn.
Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon?
Nickelodeon. That pretty much gave it away, honestly. That pretty much just gave it away.
Does it? I only know.
SpongeBob.
No, he's a guy, so we know for sure he's a guy.
Well, I mean, he's got many holes, so.
Oh my gosh.
Just keep asking your question.
And we see him, like, butt naked all the time, so, and and you don't have to censor anything, so I'm assuming that maybe he's not exactly a male sponge.
It's not
Or
a
maybe-
male sponge.
Or maybe his dingling's located in a different location than what we would expect.
Hey, you guys should ask a question.
Yeah.
see.
Sorry. We went off on a tangent here. What were you gonna say, Chris?
Character in a relationship.
No. Well, in a way he is, but he's not in a relationship with another living thing, if that makes sense.
Oh no.
Oh wait. Oh no, he's a guy. Well, wait, maybe. I can only think of one character. House, is your character extremely tiny?
No. Not tiny.
Okay.
Let's see. Does your character have a waifu pillow?
No.
Why would you ask that? There's no character on Nickelodeon with a white waifu. I'm trying to think of all the characters that are cartoons. That might have that. Okay, I got one. Is your character an alien?
Alien? No, not an alien.
Go ahead.
Let's see.
It's Chris's turn to ask a question. You've been asking all the questions.
I said go ahead. Freaking jerkwad. Jeez.
Is your character black?
I don't know.
How do you not know?
Because I don't know if the voice actor is black or not. I don't know based on the cartoon.
That's not the voice actor. We're asking about the character. You should know whether the character is or isn't black. Watch it.
It's not black. It's actually no race to it because it's okay. This I probably just gave it away. It's not a human. There you go.
Well, I mean, there's lots of characters on freaking Nickelodeon that aren't human. So thanks.
Yeah. So if it's
Don't
not
worry,
human,
that's gonna be one of my
doesn't have-
follow-up questions, anyways.
Okay, Caleb, ask your question.
Was it popular like between the years 2010 to 2018?
I think it's still popular today. Shit.
Is your character from the 90s?
Yes.
Okay, that narrows it down a little bit.
I can only think of one show, but he already told me that's not it.
What show is it?
I was thinking SpongeBob, but you already said no.
It was SpongeBob. Now you gotta get the character in SpongeBob.
Well,
okay.
I originally thought Plankton, but you told me he's not small.
He's not. So that's like one off your list.
He's the smallest character in the show. Are you kidding me? Name one other character smaller than him.
I don't know, bacteria. But
There is no bacteria in freaking SpongeBob. He's the smallest character, you know it.
I mean, there's bacteria in the ocean, right?
It was him, wasn't it? It was him this whole time. It was freaking Plankton.
It wasn't Plankton. I guarantee it wasn't Plankton. You just guessed them wrong. Keep guessing.
Right,
You're close. You already narrowed it down to one show, so now you just gotta guess the character.
He doesn't have a gender, and he might be in a relationship. I'm confused.
Is it Mr. Krabs?
No.
Oh.
Okay, first of all, you definitely aren't listening to my answers. I said I don't know if he's a male or a female. He or she is a male or female. Second of all, he has a relationship with an object. Well, it could have a relationship with an object.
Patrick?
Definitely not Patrick.
Okay, well,
Patrick is definitely a male.
technically, I thought you were going to use some stupid science bullcrap and riddle this. Because technically, Patrick wouldn't have a gender because he's a starfish.
Oh my gosh, shut the fuck up. Okay, you got
I didn't
me.
know if you were going to pull out crap on me. I've seen people do that crap to me before. It irritates me
Honestly,
to do that.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think about that. That would honestly be a smart choice to choose Patrick. Honestly,
I still think it's wrong though. Sorry, go ahead.
So I'm actually, to be honest, all these narrow down to Patrick, but it's not Patrick, surprisingly. But it should have been Patrick, but it's not Patrick. You still haven't guessed my character, so I'm gonna still allow you to guess who it is.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to think who in the freaking universe does not necessarily have a gender.
I feel like you're gonna beat me up over this character. You're probably gonna have a big ass argument. You're gonna get pissed off or some shit.
I
I
probably
know you
will,
did.
but it winds up having a gender. Like, the thing is, if characters can have genders because they're fictional, it doesn't matter if they're based off reality. That character, if it's obviously
I don't
male
know.
or female,
Just
regardless
keep
of the
asking
science
questions,
behind it.
Caleb. Just keep asking questions, and I'll explain to you why I thought of him this way, like why I chose this character, and why I answered your questions the way I did.
I'm just gonna start naming off the core Squidward.
You got it.
Oh no! Yeah, go ahead. By the way,
So-
I just dawned on me just before you continue that. It just dawned on me that most of the characters in SpongeBob have the ability to either change gender or just like not have gender at all, except for like Sandy and I want to say Mr. Krabs.
Because you notice
Hey, so I don't know what the hell happened there.
You must. Anyways, where were we? All right, that's right. No, I don't remember episodes where freaking Squidward was a girl.
well, there was an episode. It's where like one of the old employees of the Krusty Krab came to work. He's like some kind of fish. He's like the best chef that he had ever had, but he quit because Mr. Krabs wasn't paying him enough. And that's back when the Krusty Krab was all fancy and shit. It was actually high class, and so like this guy used to sign his own burgers or Krabby Patties because that's how good it was. And so technically, that in that episode it showed Squidward like wearing lipstick, having long ass yellow hair and shit like that.
What the
So,
hell? I don't remember that.
That doesn't mean crap. That just means he used to like being in drag or something like that. And if you notice, he's a very flamboyant person, so that's not really surprising.
But like, I remember watching that episode though. I remember him having long hair and then like fell out as soon as the guy left. But I don't remember him like being a freaking drag.
It was a fro. I don't remember the lipstick either. I do remember Patrick being in drag, and then it turned out he had a sister, and they didn't. Or no, did he pretend? No, I think he pretended to be a girl, and they thought it was his sister. I can't remember. It was one or the other.
Well, shit. Well, anyway, you get what I'm getting at. Like honestly.
Not really. No.
Okay, well that's. Let's just fuck this shit, bro. This is why I don't like. This is why I didn't want to play a character game because of this.
You gotta be
always have
straight.
some
Well, no, you can't bend the rules. He's obviously male. The intent is him to be male. He's male.
No, actually, no. That's gonna be the name of the podcast. Bend the rules.
Bend the yes, definitely.
Let's
That's
play
a
everything. Like, why does it have to be character? Come on now. Like, we all think differently when it comes to characters like that, you know?
Yeah.
Most people would say Squidward's a male. I think the good majority of people would. I'm sure there'd be a small demographic saying otherwise, but I think a good 70% or more would say he's a male.
There's no winning with you. Like, you always gotta be right. Like, what the fuck?
It's not about me being. It's about you trying to be misleading, even after the fact of you saying I would be honest. What was your character before Squidward, by the way, out of curiosity?
I'm not telling you.
Oh my God. You didn't have one, did you? You didn't have one. I guess in thin air, practically. What the heck? I should have known it was no character because you like kept saying random ass shit that didn't make any sense together.
I'm surprised you haven't caught on yet. And this is why we can't play character games, because
You just gotta say April Fool's and be like, April Fool!
that was my April Fool's joke. Oh yeah, speaking of April Fools.
Well, you're supposed to say April Fool's after the fact, not before someone figures it out.
Well, let's just pretend I didn't like. Let's just pretend I said April Fools after the fact and just call it a day. Honestly.
Oh, okay.
Remember, don't forget to forget.
Honestly, like.
What were you saying?
Honestly, this is why we can't play character games, because of this reason. Let's play something else. Like,
because you cheat? We can't play character games?
Okay, that leads me to rule number 8. No cheating.
It's like quadruple thing.
Hey, I'm being kind of funny right now. Honestly, I'm making you guys laugh. Like, you guys say this is pretty funny.
You are.
Like, that's gonna be the running joke throughout this entire podcast. Is that every so often Victor adds a
Red
new.
239.
Hey, you just interrupted. You just interrupted Pumbaa. Let Pumbaa speak.
Sorry, go ahead.
Like, that's the running joke throughout this entire podcast. That every so often Victor just adds a new rule.
Then he breaks it. He breaks his own rule. Like,
We have like 250 before episode 5 even begins.
hey, that last one was technically episode 1, right?
For us, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You should title it. You should give it a title.
Go ahead.
Making the rule.
Yeah, he already decided on the title. It's called Bending the Rules.
All right, cool.
Too bad you can't create separate podcasts under the same account. That'd be really cool.
We could if we wanted to. I'm sure we can download some other software that allows us to do it.
No, I meant like on this app. But I mean, sure, he could just make an entirely new account, but that'd be kind of annoying.
Damn.
Anyways, want to talk about news that's not Corona related?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Well,
I want to talk about news that is Corona related. Sorry, go ahead, Chris.
Absolutely not.
Let's see. I was telling Victor this like at the beginning of the last segment, but shoot, like so somebody forwarded this message to me saying that the Coast Guard was going to be deployed and there's going to be a mandatory 2-week stay-at-home order, and I'm hoping it's an April Fool's joke, but if it is,
It's not.
It's probably an April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is because they were saying that was going to happen when they did the stay-at-home orders, and they've been pretty good about keeping things under control. So I don't see any reason why they would do that. It'd be a waste of resources.
You're a waste of resources.
Now, if things were out of control, they would definitely do it. But it's not really out of control.
The Air Force thought you were a waste of their resources. I'm kidding.
Gosh, dude, you got to say this on the podcast. Dude, I don't even want to talk about this on this podcast. That's for another day.
Okay, let's not talk about this. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay,
that leads me to rule number 9.
What's rule number 9 now?
No bringing up any past events that upsets the people who are on the podcast.
Okay, I can agree with. I can get behind that one. I'll agree with that one. That's fine. It's fine. Now, Chris, about that Corona strain. Anyways, go ahead, Chris. What do you want to talk about? Nothing.
Amber's Bush.
Like the only thing I had on my mind right now.
See, this is why we need topics in case we just have nothing to talk about. Victor, what do you have to say?
What I have to say about what?
Anything. Come up with something. I want to come up with more topics. I'm running out of steam.
So, do you ever just like sit in the classroom and you just fart out of nowhere, but you blame it on the person next to you?
Yes.
Yeah, I typically do that, but I'm like super sarcastic about it. I'm like, it was them. It's like super obvious. I only do that if it's super obvious that it was me.
Okay, another question. Are you ever like going grocery shopping, you fart right walking past someone, and then you hear them, like, you see their reaction, but they don't notice it was you that farted that passed by them? They're like, it's just funny.
And they just like face, like, it reminds me of that Obama meme of where he's like, it reminds me of that when they spell the fart, and then they kind of look at you, but then they look at the guy in front of them, and then they just kind of look both directions, like they're trying to figure out who did it. It's awesome.
I actually had something like that happen recently where, like, I was working, right? I was stocking, like, I think it was the snack aisle, and this baby in the aisle would not stop freaking crying. And so I walked past the freaking child and their family. I fart, and it really, really stank because after like a second, the baby stopped crying and he started choking.
That's so messed up, but that's so funny.
That's kind of jacked up.
Well, hey, I shut the kid up.
You're like, I didn't know I had an automatic baby repellent built inside me.
Built inside me.
Get beans and activate your baby repellent.
So I do have a
Oh yeah.
I do have another topic, but I don't know if you'll like it.
Oh gosh, here we go. Let's go. Let's bring it on.
I honestly don't want to bring it up into a podcast because I feel like you guys are just gonna freak out.
No, go ahead. This podcast is pretty open-ended.
Okay, have you ever wondered why our penis sizes are so different and misshaped compared to other penis sizes?
Not particularly, no.
Kind of thought about that. I think it just might be either genetics or maybe like kind of like how different birds have different kinds of beaks, even if they're the same species. It's kind of like how it is with us. Like
I don't mean this in a. I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt you. It's like I don't mean this in a gay way. I just mean it like in a realistic way. Like, dude, like why? Like, why is my penis so small compared to other people? Like, honestly.
Well, to answer the first question, which is why our penises are different, is some of us are circumcised and some of us aren't. That's one, and that's for the sizes. It's genetic. It's also the way you live, and how many times you jack off, or how much energy drinks you drink. And caffeine apparently stunts penis growth.
I mean, thankfully, mine stopped growing a couple years ago. So,
years ago, dang, yours are still growing. Mine stopped growing like several years ago.
I mean, mine's pretty decent size, but like, I don't know. You ever get self-conscious about it though? Honestly,
not really, particularly. I just kind of mess with it when I want.
Okay, let's just change the topic, bro. I feel so weird talking about this.
Yeah, y'all are probably not gonna like it.
I mean, if everybody in the house was like asleep, I would actually like talk more about it, but I don't want someone walking by the door and be like, what is this?
I got another question though.
Yeah.
Yes.
The idea of how far a vagina could stretch out, like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we come out of those things like, yo, doesn't that shit hurt? Like, fuck.
I mean,
by the way, just quick thing I wanted to say. You get up about 8:00, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, right now it's 2:54, so I have no work tomorrow, so I'm kind of just staying up till like I'm just absolutely cannot sleep. I'm probably gonna stay up all night, to be honest.
When do you? Sorry, go ahead.
I started doing this thing where like since this quarantine's happening, like they're giving us like a lot more days off for some reason, and so like my first day off, I've been staying up all night and it's just sleeping all day the next day, and it's kind of just, it sounds unhealthy. Yeah. But it's like, since I really don't have.
Don't worry, everyone's doing it. It's perfectly normal.
Like, it's like I got nothing else to do, so I might as well just fucking stay up all night making these podcasts, because this is like the perfect time to do it, honestly.
Well, yeah, for you, for us, it's slightly different. I was thinking, you normally, so like when you get back on your normal schedule, because eventually you will, at least I think you will. You normally wake up about 8 o'clock, right?
I wake up at 9 a.m. Sometimes 10. Depends on what time I sleep.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is because I noticed that you woke up, it seemed like 8 o'clock the other day, and we were starting our podcast about 2 o'clock over here. And that would be the perfect time for us to start recording.
Yeah, but typically when I wake up, I shower, and it's like, if it's on a work day, I'm typically like, I'll call Chris for like an hour, then I'll just like get ready for work and shit like that. I'll just kill time. It's not like I'm using that time to use podcasts. But if it's on my day off, like, honestly, like, just call me when you do it, and I can pretty much do it anytime. But if I don't answer, then it's typically because I'm sleeping. But if you give me a time frame ahead of time, I could probably like work around it, honestly.
Yeah.
All right. Because for us, like, it's just better later at night. I am figuring out ways that I might be able to record this without disturbing the peace. I find it ironic. When I first did the podcast, my whole family's like upset that it was.
What time is it there now?
Right now it is 7:55. Anyways, though, my brother last night though, he stayed up talking to his friends, and like, dude, you were like ratting on me like the other day, and now you're doing the exact same thing. I was like, whatever. I just let it go. I was like, whatever. I was like, but I'm surprised my mom never said anything. So I'm thinking, like, well, if I just crawl into my closet, I might be fine. So that's probably what I'm going to do, is crawl into my closet.
So I got a question for both of you.
What?
Yeah.
What is your biggest fantasy?
I have a lot of them.
Specify
Very specific.
what kind of fantasy. We need to pick genres here because
All right,
I got
sexual
different genres.
fantasy.
Oh, of course you were.
You know me, I'm like the Quagmire of the group.
Quagmire. By the way, no, you're not. That's freaking Preston. He's gonna make it even worse than it is now. I guarantee you. The whole reason we didn't even start the podcast is because I was like afraid of his raunchiness and just like the sex stories he would tell. I'm cringing at the idea of him telling them. But I'm just at this point I don't care. It's just like, well, it's do or die because he's not compromising.
Just answer my question.
I don't really have a particular one. I mean, maybe a couple women at a time that are blonde, healthy skinned,
share with the crew,
and a big breasted and nice pointy.
Okay.
Why are we talking about this?
Okay, fine. I'll ask you another question.
Mm-hmm.
What is your gayest moment?
So one time this guy, he like grabbed my dick and he started jerking it up, and I'm kidding. I'm kidding. My gayest moment. I've had a lot of gay moments, but it does remind me of a story. I do want to tell this one. I think it contributes to what's going on right now. So I was homeschooled. Y'all know this, right? I was homeschooled for a while.
Yeah.
I didn't know it.
Okay, well now you know. I was homeschooled for a while.
No wonder you know where you are.
Okay, yeah. Every time. I freaking swear. I've heard that too many times. Oh, that explains it. Oh, really explains what? Well, you know, it explains the, well, you know. No, I don't, you asshole. Anyway, back to the topic. So, it was 2014? And, it was 2 weeks before. What?
I gotta make an intro.
This is not an intro. This is 15 minutes till the end. This is an outro, if anything.
All right, you can start talking now.
That was an outro, and that would end the show. We've already had beyond an intro. Anyways, where was my story? Oh, it was 2 weeks before the next year. 2015 after that. Anyways, not the type of homeschooler that was going in blind. In fact, I had perceptions of public school being way worse than it probably was. But one of the things I knew that I might end up having a problem with is being hit on by a gay guy. And at first I was like, well, maybe I won't have a big of a problem. And then I started talking to this one dude. You know, everything was fine. Everything was great. You know, I had gym class with him. I had another class with him. And then one day, he asked me if I was gay. I told him no. And then he opened up and said he was. And I don't know if he thought he could just convince me otherwise. Like, he would try to impress me by, like, doing parkour and flips and stuff. And he would, like, walk really close up next to me, like, brush my hand everything. And, you know, I'm not, like, I know, like, there's always irritation. People say, oh, you don't like gays because you're homophobic. Like, if I didn't like him, I would, like, not sat by him. But, like, I would, like, nicely, like I would have awkward laughs, and I would smile comfortable. Like, I don't want to be rude, but he was making me so uncomfortable. He was so aggressively hitting on me. And then on the 2 weeks in, oh my God. Later found out he got, like, hacking scandals. Apparently, big hacking scandals. And yeah. Yeah, that's it. And, like, everyone just kind of tuned out, so maybe I won't share next time. Sure. Or Victor Alvorido.
Oh, what the heck?
Anyways, that was a pretty interesting story, Caleb. Like, honestly, that was I liked it.
Meanwhile, that was a pretty interesting story. Meanwhile, smoke on the water.
Dude, I was playing as you were talking, bro. Like, I'm just adding on to the vibes, bro. You should be thanking me.
All right, you use that on me. It just seemed like you were a little far away from the mic. It didn't really sound like you were on top of it, so I wasn't sure if you could hear me.
I was trying to woo you with my music. I guess you don't appreciate
No,
me.
it's fine. Next time, get a little closer. What was that?
Next time
you
I'll
got chopped out. Well, no, Chris said something. You got chopped out.
Oh, he's trying to woo you the same way that guy doing parkour did.
Oh gosh. What was I? Oh yeah, Victor. Just next time, get a little closer to the mic when you play. It just sounded like you're further far away, and it just seemed like it was like.
I'll get a little bit closer to you.
Oh.
What?
Man, that was a nice rip.
I'm actually surprised you heard it.
Oh, I heard it all right. It was nice and juicy. You're like, get closer to you.
What was funny though?
But
that was actually a real fart.
I could tell. It sounded very organic. Chris, do you got any gay stories?
Why you always ask Jim for good stories? You never ask me.
Not gonna lie, freaking I don't know why. I find what you call it, Korean guys attractive. I don't know why.
Oh, I didn't mean your gay story, but all right, talk about that. I wasn't aware you leaned that way.
I think it might be just the fact that they look so much like girls that I just don't really care.
Oh gosh.
I mean, because that's what I noticed. Like, I'm really into femininity. Like I really like aspects. I mean, that's why I'm so damn crazy about girls. But if I see that on a guy, I mean, then I'm gonna be confused and stuff. Or for the most part, I'm just not gonna care. That's gonna like it anyways.
Oh, Victor, your gay story. Either, I guess, from your point of view as being gay, or your point of view of having someone gay come to you. Yeah, wait, not like come to you.
Okay. First of all, I am not gay. Disclaimer.
Well, I didn't know Chris was either. Well, I guess he's bi. That's the point.
But it's a pretty gay story though.
Oh gosh.
And I don't even know how to tell it though. Like, I'm a bad storyteller, so
go ahead.
Like, okay, so pretty much it was a drunken day.
Oh,
we were drunk.
Oh, good. Okay.
And so I was stripping.
All right, continue.
All right, I was stripping to Aerosmith.
What?
Aerosmith.
I don't even know that song, but it sounds like it's not something you would do that to.
It's a band. You know that song, Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yes.
For you, baby.
I knew it was familiar. Yes. Now it all makes sense. Yes.
I was stripping to that song, and I was like singing it, and I was like I was trying to twerk at the same time taking my clothes off. And what's so funny?
I don't know. It's just this story is a little. Go continue.
Chris, what's so funny? You're just laughing out of nowhere.
It's not funny now. Continue.
I'm trying to picture you trying to twerk, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't imagine that.
A drunk twerking Victor trying.
At the same time, I was trying to jump at the same time as twerking. And next thing you know, I fall down on the floor, right?
I would imagine.
And like I'm like just flat out on the floor, so I just started taking my clothes off on the floor. And like when they're trying to pick me up, I had this ginormous boner.
Okay.
And everyone, like all the dudes, just pretty much saw it.
Gosh. All right. Well, I guess that's everyone.
This stays between us, though.
between us and any audience that wants to see us.
That's gonna be the thumbnail.
Just some drunk guy as the thumbnail, and then
That's a pretty funny story,
bending
though, right?
rolls. Oh, that makes it even funnier because it's called bending the rolls, and you're bending over.
Yo, can y'all like lock this podcast so only we can listen to it? Honestly,
I think he could private videos if he wanted to. But yeah, he's not just going to get rid of the whole podcast. He could also trim this section if he wanted to, too.
just trim this section because I want people to listen to this story. This is kind of personal, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, that's the kind of the point of the
Honestly.
podcast, to just open up to a few strangers that would, some low lifes that like to look at our channel. That's how I think about it. Anyone who does watch our channel is probably going to be a low life anyways, and not really give a shit what we talk about, because they talk about this.
Caleb, I
type-
got something for you.
What? Nice. But what I was gonna say? Oh yeah. Anyone that watches is probably gonna be a low life. Like, I've seen podcasts where they talk about these type of things, and like it's fine. I mean, it never goes too crazy or goes too far overboard, you know. All right, we're almost there. We need a couple more conversation topics. I guess I could pick another one. What do y'all think about?
You've been picking out of past fucking topics.
No, I ran out of topics and made y'all pick one. Remember?
Well, I mean, that's still kind of the whole point of the podcast. Like, we don't really come up with them; they just kind of happen.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
that's
first of all-
true. Go ahead.
Okay. Me and Caleb have been making all the topics. What about you, Pumbaa? You haven't came with a topic yet. You just kind of just been coasting by.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with him on this one. Why haven't you got topics, Mr. Host Man?
Well, because I was actually just very excited to just actually freaking have you and Caleb at the same time here on the podcast. So
Aww.
Make it up as you go along.
Aww.
So, what do you think, Chris? Like, so far, what do you think our podcast is so far? Honestly,
I feel like it should be a
Shoot,
question at the very, very end, but whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's definitely it's definitely how I would expected it to go. It's like our normal conversations, except recorded, and I freaking love it. We should.
I don't know. I think I've been pretty funny. Like, I feel like I'm trying to be funny, but I'm not funny at all. Like,
I
I'm
feel
trying hard
like
to be
when
funny.
you become self-aware that you're being funny, you become less funny. Like when you're like, "Oh, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?" I'm like, "No, just continue the story. I'm not laughing as much now." But no, like Puma or Chris, what you got going today? What's your collection? What you playing? What you looking at? What you
Hentai.
thinking? Well,
Let's see. Well, actually, this entire time while we were talking, I've been playing this game called Need for Speed on the PS1.
Well, I know Need for Speed, the show or the anime or the game or whatever it's called. Yeah. No, movie.
Speed for need.
I was thinking of Speed Racer. That's an anime. I was thinking of Need for Speed. I know what that is. It's where you're a bus that's about to blow up if you go below a certain speed.
Oh no, I think that's Twisted. I think.
What was that?
And I think that might be like Twisted Metal or something. But in this game, it's basically like a racing game. But there is a mode where you're still on the racetrack and you still gotta freaking go fast, but you're running away from cops and stuff. Like basically, like it's like if they took a certain part of GTA and just made that the entire game.
You know what? I just realized the show, the movie I was thinking of. I think it's just called Speed. I don't think it's called The Need for Speed. I think it's just called Speed.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Now thinking about it,
keep
Need for
swimming.
Speed is a video game, but it's not video game. It is a movie, but it's like you said, it's more like Speed, Speed Racer, whatever.
Does it involve cars?
Oh yeah, there's a whole lot of cars in here. I'm not very good with car models. I'm not a car buff, so I can't really describe them to you. All I know is I see a green car, I pick that car, or I see a cool looking car, I pick that car.
Victor,
Yes.
me and Chris have been artistically inspired since we've been doing this podcast, and we want to know. Actually, I know you've been posting a lot of your artwork. So that should be the thumbnail. His artwork, specifically his backgrounds. But how have you been artistically speaking? Just sounds so weird.
Pretty good.
You gonna elaborate? Talk about your art.
Pretty good.
What you've been experimenting with. What you're doing new? Because I noticed you've been doing more faces, which isn't your traditional art.
Well, I'm trying to master drawing people. Like, I want to learn how to draw people realistically. So I've just been trying to practice and practice and practice.
I've noticed some improvement.
I want to be able to draw people.
I didn't. Sorry,
here's the thing, and this is actually me being real, like real talk. And so like the other shit's a joke. Like that story I just told you, I made that shit up. I just wanted to be funny. So
because you didn't want to add it.
What?
You said, you're like, I made that up, and you're like, well, then why don't you want to add it?
Because people are gonna believe it, and it's just gonna be like, oh yeah, that's that guy.
You're right. I believe it. It's too late.
Well, I mean, you already revealed that it's fake, so.
After he freaked out about it, like, why did I just open up about this? Holy crap! And now later he's like, it's fake.
Believe it or not, it was fake. I just wanted to make it seem like it was real, just because I want to work on my acting skills, you know. Like one day I want to be an actor. See, anything art, I just love, like drawing, music, acting, fucking writing a script for a fucking show, bro. Like that shit inspires me. That shit drives me. That's what I live for. You know?
Yeah.
You can never take life too seriously because like life is art to me.
I just realized I'm ignoring the obvious. Instead of Josh doing the music, freaking Victor could do the music for a video game. Like, I was gonna make Victor do the background, but I feel like he would do much better, if not as good.
Wait.
What?
Before I was talking about what I was talking about, I am gonna continue talking what I was previously talking about.
Oh, you are, because earlier it was just, it's good. So go ahead.
So, like, recently I've been trying to draw people, and the reason being is because I'm a romantic guy. I'm a romance guy, you know. And if you ever seen a Titanic where the dude draws the girl naked, right?
Yeah.
I want to be able to draw a girl like that, you know. Like one day I just want to be that romantic guy that just draws his girlfriend naked.
Yeah.
He just looks at it.
Dude.
Like
two women and real. Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like that's romantic as shit, bro. Like, think about it. A girl coming up to you, say, "Can you draw me?" I draw her, and then she just loves me for it, bro. Like just seeing her own beauty on a piece of paper, bro. Like, I feel like that's just, I don't know. I just feel like it's just fascinating to like people see their own drawing of themselves by someone else.
Yeah. Do women actually find that romantic though, or is that just like in a movie? You know what I mean?
I think it's romantic. Like, think about it. You draw your girlfriend, she falls in love with you more because you took the time and the effort to draw her. So I feel like that's a big plus right there, you know?
Yeah,
it's you're taking time out of your time to like draw her, and she's like all happy because you drew her, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be a good piece of a romantic story for me. Like I made a girl fall in love with me because I drew a picture of her.
You have broken the third rule. Oh yeah, is it the third rule so many times already? You've said romantic way too many times.
I know. Shut up. You keep going.
Which brings us to rule number 10.
Rule number
10, don't be a hypocrite.
We've already all broken that, so we're good. Where were we? All right. I've realized that though you could probably do the music for the game if we ever go back to doing it.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
Who said I wanted to do the music for your game? Like, you didn't even ask me, bro. You said, "Oh yeah, you're just gonna do the music for this game."
Well, $18 an hour says otherwise.
What? I missed that.
$18 an hour says otherwise.
$18 an hour says otherwise?
Yeah.
I don't have that money.
I'm kidding. Because you're jobless.
First, yes, I'm jobless. And secondly, even if I did have a job, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't pay that good.
Exactly.
I mean,
But I'll do it anyways because you're my friend. And I love you.
oh,
No homo.
yeah, I figured you'd be my friend and you'd do it for me. Plus, I figured it'd be a great way for all of us to get some exposure and do something together.
Honestly, like this podcast is bringing us closer. Honestly,
It really is.
In more ways than one.
So I got a gay question for you.
Oh gosh,
Actually, never mind. I'm not gonna ask it. We've already had enough of that.
it's getting very crazy. I could see the title going to be "Bending the Rules." Gay.
Okay, that leads me to rule number 11.
Yes.
Don't ask a gay question unless it's that gay.
Oh, I don't even know what that means. I don't want to know.
You just said it's bringing us closer. I mean, I thought maybe if it brings us closer, maybe use this to bring us even more closer than what we already are.
I don't know if I want to be that close. I mean, personally, I'm a straight guy, so you know.
Are we
I
all?
want to be 6 feet
I mean, I'm
apart
straight
from the
guy.
tip.
I'm
What was I
kidding,
gonna
bro.
say?
I'm kidding.
What was I gonna
Jesus.
say? I was trying to remember what I was gonna say.
I'm just saying this shit for the laughs, bro. Like, honestly.
What was I gonna say?
You can't say this shit not making you laugh.
Can we draw more girls?
Actually, I'm trying to draw a naked girl right now.
Oh, so your girlfriend?
No, of just some random chick.
Wait, what?
Of my own views. It's not even a real chick. It's just me trying to just draw a naked girl.
A
like,
freaking
not even a face, like-
imaginational girl thing, right?
Yes. That's what all my drawings are, except for Harley Quinn.
That was a good one. Compared to the other ones, I'm gonna be honest, that one was a lot better. I don't know if what you did, but it was good. I thought you traced at first because I was like, well, I've seen this pose, I've seen Harley Quinn, so maybe he traced it, and that's why he did so good on it.
I did not trace it.
All right, pretty good. What was I gonna say? Something about exposure and all that. All right, Victor, real quick. Hey,
Go ahead.
do us an outro. Before we start, Chris, you say the outro. Remember, we'll always have a PSA at the end, kind of random bullcrap thing.
Wait, is this the end of it?
Yeah, it's pretty much getting to the end of it. We can jump on like privately and talk. It's just for the audience's sake, we don't really want to like make it go too far over. It's about 4 minutes from what I would consider a full episode, so we can kind of wrap it up here. Okay, that was awkward. Restart from the top. Play the song again, and then you talk. You can talk while he's playing, actually.
Okay. So remember, do not eat food from the floor. It may have coronavirus, and you may get sick, and you may make your mom cry.
A good portion of that was wobbly, but hopefully it sounds better on your end.
Okay, I'll say it again after he plays.
Yeah.
All right, kids, remember, do not eat food from the floor. They give you coronavirus. Get your mom sick. You suck. And that's all for this PSA. Okay, for PSA.
Fight for Team USA, and remember, please don't be gay. And I'm saying, like, you can be gay, just not on me. Well, any last words, Victor?
Rated R for
Retarded.
no. Rated R for romantic. For romantic.
Oh, you mean romantic? But that would be B. It would be rated
No,
B.
romantic. Yo, why is this thing still going? We were supposed to end this shit.
Well, I wanted everyone to say their things first. Now we got Chris, and then we're all just gonna kind of say.
That should have been the thing before I did the
Yo,
outro.
I'm trying to get 2 minutes in. Okay, it was Chris, go ahead.
Remember, kids, it is not gay if it's TSA.
Okay. And everyone says on the count of 3, 2, 1, bye. You can sing us out, Victor. Bye.
Yeah, I got one last word.
Wait.
I actually forgot I was gonna say that. Right?
And that's where we end it.
Wait, I remember now.
Oh,
I remember
okay,
now. I remember now. All the gay statements made in this podcast are not real. They're just for fun and games and laughs.
Yeah, we don't like gays. We're heterosexual. We're homophobic.
You do whatever you want. I don't judge you.
Yeah, just not on me. I have boundaries. That includes women.
Although
I don't want women hitting on me like that either, actually. Oh, he just left. Well, it's just me and you, Chris. I'm glad he's gone. Just kidding. And since your podcast, I'm gonna leave and don't just end it. Like say something at the end and be all like, you got 20 seconds now. Okay, I'll see.